Hello and welcome everybody to the latest edition of the Jam and Cheese Show. Cheese, you're coming home strong, lad.
Yeah, sorry, a bit hour late to the.
Oh no, I meant like
Yeah, the voodoo's well and truly lifted now. We're turning up to the bye round after a win every week now. So, well, we actually need to. So, but I thought it was a pretty good performance by us.
Yeah, it was. How long did you play on the weekend?
70.
17, nice. You feeling ready for 80 or?
Yeah, I mean, it's always that. I guess conundrum like that. Robbo wants me to be powerful and explosive, and then it's whether it takes out of the fact that I need to push out 80. But I probably could on the weekend because the game was kind of in our favour. Lots of points getting scored, but then I got a massive cork on my leg. Thanks, Dylan Brown, you dog. So yeah, I come off.
Destiny in your own hands now. So Tigers this week. You're not going to underestimate them. They had a good victory on the weekend, and then could be finals come a week early.
Yeah.
Itself.
Yep. Like I said, Jimmy, though, focus on one game at a time.
God. Yeah,
we'll focus on one game at a time, and at the moment it's the Tigers.
Fair enough. We'll get to that chat next week. But, what's changed? Like, what's behind this form resurgence? Any idea, or just?
I don't really know. I just, it's been pretty poor performances by us, to be honest. And fortunately, we're coming good again pretty late. But I think Luke Carey, Tedesco, they've been playing well, and when they're playing well, the team's sort of playing well. So I guess their direction's been real good, but I think we're finishing our sets a lot better. We're finally kicking to Joseph Suwali and Tupou on the back end. That was a big mistake we were making, was just ending our sets poorly, and we're putting together some good performances. But we got Tigers, who are a team that can upset Penrith, as we've seen. So. We've really got to focus on this game. I think our captain's out, Teddy. So, we just got to get this win next coming up, and then focus on obviously South. Yeah.
Well, speaking of South, I don't know if you've seen Latrell Mitchell has been charged 1 week with the early guilty, 2 weeks if he fights and loses for an elbow to the back of Tyson Frizzell. See, I don't think there's much in it, man. I think that's harsh.
Yeah, I think it's harsh, but it's just, I don't know, it's just pretty poor. Like, it's just lazy, I reckon. But
yeah, but
I don't think he meant it with malice.
No.
It's just,
I think he'll fight it, and I think
he has to fight
it. And I think he'll get off. And look, that game on Sunday, it was great atmosphere. Souths were going, they opened up really well, but then they just fell away, man.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. It's almost like the contrast of you guys in South. You've hit form at the back end. They hit form at the start, and it's flipped around. It's so weird, isn't it? How like that form can just turn one way or the other, and you can't even put it down to anything.
Yeah, that it's like the kick predictor. I saw on the Fox League page they did like predictions of who can make finals, and I think Bunnies were like 96%, and we were 12.
When was this?
Like a week ago. So we were 12 and they were 96. I think the tables not turned, but I think we're higher than that now.
I reckon you guys would beat, again, not discounting the Tigers.
It's good to have you back on our side, Jimmy. It's been a long journey.
I reckon you'll be favourites to make it now.
Well, yeah, hopefully. We just got that Tigers game ahead of us, and
1 week at a time.
And then it's going to be a huge game, obviously.
Mm.
Ooh.
Well, no matter what, it's going to be a huge game anyway.
Yeah. How many points is so Canberra just need one more win and they're guaranteed?
I think so.
Yeah. They got what? Broncos, Sharks.
Yeah. Cowboys have got Dolphins and then Penrith, but Penrith might rest a few.
That's the tricky thing.
It is
for us.
It is, but I think if you win both your games, you're in. I'm pretty sure I did a lot of predicting. I think because Canberra's falling.
Well, let's bloody go then. Eh?
Let's bloody go, mate. Speaking of teams, bloody going. Kalen Ponga and the Knights.
Yeah,
mate, he was incredible.
He was on fire,
mate. Campbell Graham, arguably the best defensive centre in the game, in the competition.
Got picked apart.
Like, Ponga was all over him.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they've put that damn number 6 stupid thing to bed because that's done.
Yeah, didn't.
Who knows where they could be right now?
I know. It does make you wonder, doesn't it? But they've come hot at the right time. They're playing. They're a good side, and a good side to watch. And if they get, it looks like I think they play Sharks at home, which will be another sellout. And then all being well, they'll get a home final there.
That's pretty decent.
It's massive. It might actually be against you guys, so that should be a decent trip.
Yeah.
Did you see the present?
I saw it. I saw the triple.
That's got to be a joke, right?
I saw the. It's bloody hilarious.
It's got to be an inside joke. It can't be real.
You reckon?
No, it can't be.
The way he was standing there. Oh, I watched the Triple M video on Instagram. Mate, that was hilarious.
It's got to be a joke.
Oh, my thing is like, there's got to be a sponsorship thing, or don't assemble the barbecue and give it to him. How's he going to get it in the back of the car?
See, I like the fact that they assembled it for him.
Really?
Yes.
But what if he doesn't? What if he's got a sedan?
Ask one of the lads to take it. Matt, I'm not.
The funniest thing is when they wheeled it out there. Oh, and he's just standing next to it, barbecuing alone. Yeah,
it's got to be an inside joke. There's got to be something to it, because you better get him nothing, or just shaking his hand.
Honestly,
saying
I don't mind
like,
the present. I don't mind the present. I'm like, if the Storm gave me a Weber barbecue when I left, I'd be cheering. But they gave me a ball.
Yeah, but that's like a bit more.
Yeah, but it's not as practical as a Weber barbecue.
No, I know what you're saying.
I don't even think it was a Weber. It looked like a jumbuck.
I think it was a Beefeater. Yeah.
A Beefeater.
Yeah.
What the hell's a
It's
Beefeater?
It's got to be a joke. It has to be. I'm not having it. That's legit.
We need, if anyone's got any inside information.
Because
that is
normally,
hilarious.
Normally when you leave a team, you just get like handshake or your jersey presented to you. Like, normally they bring the...
Did they have like a video or anything?
Don't know. Normally they'd get like the wives and girlfriends up, give them flowers, or at the presentation that you do something, but if it's legit, it's embarrassing.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Well, the Tigers got a win anyway. Benji in the box, so that's good for him.
What do you think about that whole situation?
About Benji going in early? I think I'm just wondering what's going to change. Obviously, they've made a couple of signings like Caesar and Sullivan for next year, and a couple of those young lads from Manly. But not that much is going to change.
Yeah,
and I think from all reports, Benji's basically been coaching the team anyway.
Yeah,
but without all the pressure and without all the other side to the game, we're dealing with the media, like that constant criticism, having to like front up each and every week. And I think that
but
now he's going to have to take that on. I don't know if like people would criticize Sheens, but at the end of the day, his role was to just take the bullets, I think.
Yeah, but is there like I guess, because he's not getting that pressure, he's not using that pressure to his advantage to coach the team?
Perhaps.
Because, you've got under pressure, sometimes you have to fight or flight. Like,
I get what you're saying, actually.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe it might be a growing point for him.
I've not thought of it like that, but that's a good point. Like, to thrive in the pressure. The thing is, though, mate, like, he's never been there before in any capacity. So it's a completely new experience for him. I genuinely consider Benji a mate. Like, I've worked with him for a couple of years, and I genuinely hope he goes well, but it's a massive job.
Yeah.
Like, it's a hard job anyway, being a head coach. And to do it with little...
Yeah, but it's hard to call yourself a head coach when you're not doing the whole head coach job. You know? You can coach the team, but if you're not experiencing it all...
Good way of looking at it, cheese.
I just thought of it just then, to be honest.
Well done.
Because they got to win.
They did.
I didn't watch the game. I watched the barbecue event, but was that kick at the end, like, was the hooter gone?
Pretty much, yeah. Appy Coruscant did one of the best short kickoffs you've ever seen. Yeah. He, like, faked to go to the right and, like, hooked it back. Right at the end, it was quality.
He's a trickster.
Mate, it was actually...
He's an absolute trickster.
Genius.
He was half, eh?
And it was... Yeah, he was, yeah. And it was almost like both teams didn't know how to win.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting how to win. Another team that's not won for a while, and Paul was Manly. Did you see that ball, the Ruben Garrick challenge where Nickel charged down, it's bounced, the ball's live in the air.
Yeah.
Garrick's got it. Nickel Cluxter's made contact. He could have got done for attacking the legs of Ruben Garrick.
Yeah, but it wasn't a kick.
I know, but he actually attacked his legs, not... because if that...
Yeah, but I've seen when... so say a half, he throws a long ball and they jump to catch it, you can just destroy them.
Can you?
Yeah.
If they jump to catch the ball.
Yeah, if they jump to catch... As long as it's not a kick, it's for fair game. I've seen it heaps. Just like jumping up and then just getting smoked. I've seen Curtis Scott do it to this player in Q Cup, actually. Mitch Bucket. they threw a long ball. He jumped up and Curtis smoked him in the legs. He landed on his head and it was play on.
Because it's not come from a kick.
It's not come from a kick.
It's interesting. I think they will review that rule, though.
Yeah,
on player safety. I think Volandi's come out and said they're going to have a look at it.
Yeah.
Which I think is fair enough. But it's the rule, like in the
by
referee,
the letter of the law,
it was it was the correct call. I understand why
I don't like it because he could have been. He was put in a dangerous position.
Yeah, I think they will change it.
Yeah, but the ref was going off the letter of the law. To be fair, like if you kick it and then you smack someone in the legs, it's a penalty. But yeah,
they've got to look to change that.
I guess it just brings in the grey area. If it's like a long ball out to the winger, they jump and catch it. What are you allowed to do?
Yeah, well, that could be a genuine tactic, couldn't it?
Yeah, in a try scoring position. See,
there's always these coaches trying to manipulate the rules. Yeah. Well, it probably needs more.
Well, Harry Grant got eye poked and went off for a HIA. Did you see that?
No.
See, like Melbourne, mate, shifty.
Eye poke HIA.
Yeah. But because the eyes are part of the head.
Eyes are part of the head. Well, mate, one of the things that's speaking about like rule changes, Mitchell Moses called for a review of the bunker, and I reckon we have become obsessed with getting every decision right. And I used to be all about getting the right decision, but unfortunately, we've compromised the flow of the game.
I like what he said as well, because it's not the bunker that gets smashed. It's the ref that missed the decision. They go back and they go, "Oh, ref, you got that wrong," and then everyone hates the ref for getting it wrong.
But I reckon if we just leave it up to the referees to make as many decisions, go to it on use the bunker for try scoring plays, not was that high contact. Yeah. I'd be happy. I just worried that the game might face litigation further down the track, like a class action. So they might say, well, you had the technology available to punish high tackles live because of this bunker, but you chose not to use it. Like, is there a duty of care to try and protect the players? But again, you compromise the flow of the game, because the games do seem to be going a lot longer. And I know when they brought in the 6 again, it seemed to speed up, but do you reckon it slowed down again?
No, the game's definitely fast. It's just, there's those moments where that do take up a lot of time. I don't think the bunker should be going back 2 sets or 150 meters difference in the play to blow a penalty. That's terrible.
Yeah, we've seen a few of those this year. They need to scrap that. And I reckon we've all got to get, Vinlandis or Abdog come out and say, look, this is what we want the game to look like. And we've got to accept that. So we're not going to be obsessed with getting every decision right. We want the flow of the game to continue on. Give the power to the referee, him or her, make a decision as they see it. And we've got to live with that.
Yeah. No.
And we can't moan about, we've got the technology because, like we say, because it can't happen on the run and it's slowing the game down. Yeah. That's something we've just got to live with.
Yeah. It hasn't happened, but you know when they were going back a few sets for like hip drops.
Yeah.
Imagine there was a hip drop, you scored a try 2 plays later. And then, but they didn't, I can't believe that didn't happen. Like, you score a try 2 plays later and they take it off you because there was a hip drop penalty.
Yeah, it needs reviewing for sure.
I think the 2 refs is enough.
You reckon go 2 refs instead?
Yeah, 2 refs or the ref and the 2 touch judges are enough. I just think, it kind of ruins the flow of the game.
Well, as well, I reckon the referees aren't making decisions because they know they've got the bunker there. And they know that the player will stay there.
Variables.
Like, if you think about it from a referee point of view, why would you make a decision when you know you've got the bunker that is?
Yeah, that's like they blow the try instead of going up to. Yeah. The bunker's going to check it.
Yeah. They only really go up now.
If they compromise themselves there, how much more do they compromise?
They only really go up if it's like if they don't think it's a try.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they give most tries and then they know it's going to get reviewed. But that process is doing my head in where it's like, okay, the audience at home gets to see it and it's like, it's clearly it's not going to be. And then they'll show it again and again and then it's like whistle and then they blow the square. We're just going to check that. Well, you've already checked it because you know it's not going to be a try, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, all right, that's just about it, Cheese. But obviously, favourite part of the show, which is
fan feelings.
Nothing more than.
How do you feel?
I do feel like a Tooheys. Take the edge off a little bit. I think.
If only you could see Jimmy's eyes at the moment.
I'm very, very tired. We had a bit of a boozy bus trip back from Newcastle yesterday.
Bus trip?
Yeah, we drove up to Newcastle and had a few quiet ones on the way back, and then
you weren't driving.
No, God no. Chinese in Sydney and a few more beers and
any sakes?
Any which?
Sakes? Chinese? No, it's Japanese, my bad.
What's sake?
Like rice wine?
Oh no. Ugh.
Oh, it's strong, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
It's pretty good. Cleans the
palate.
Yeah. Strong.
No, none of them. Plenty of Tooheys though. All right, let's get it on. First question. What's new in the castle? Which former or current teammate would make an unreal bricklayer? That's a strange question.
What was it? Current?
Well, a player that you've ever played with that would make a good bricklayer.
Yeah, Radley. He's stupid. His work ethic's stupid.
Oh,
like a genuine brick.
Yeah.
He's building a house at the moment. You know, like right now, after training, he'll go build.
All right, well, there you go.
And then he'll wake up. If we've got a late start, he'll wake up early, go build, and then come to training. It's actually, it sounds ridiculous, but it's stupid. Every day off, full 8-hour day of work. He just loves it.
Good on him.
And he always talks about how much he loves work. It's crazy.
There are a few wired up like him, isn't it?
Yeah, like he's actually wired different. He dropped out of school when he was young, and then he learnt off this. He's like one of his idols. This guy that just used to go to work with a smile on his face, and he's just like modelled his life off him, and just it's actually ridiculous. I don't know how he does it.
Well, I'm not going to attempt to answer that question because you just nailed it. Next one from James Sadler. If the NRL had
Is that made up?
No, it's not. It's legit. Sadsy. If the NRL had a run it straight challenge, who would win? Big Nels?
Yeah, maybe. He's pretty. Depends what the winner is. Like, can only the attacking side win?
I reckon no ball. I'll set the rules. There's no ball. It's just like two people like running to each other. But
What? No tackler.
yeah, they just like run.
No, that's not a run it straight challenge though. There's a tackler and there's a runner.
Ah,
That's a run it straight challenge.
okay. Well, who do you think would be?
I think Big Nels is a great thing, but I reckon Jake Trebojevic would bend a few people over.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
See, that's what I'm talking about. Is there a defender winning the attacker? Like, maybe Nels runs over Jake, but I'm thinking Jake's upending a lot of people in this, not in the running department, but in the folding like a deck chair.
So you'd have your defender would be Jake, and your runner would be Nelson.
Yeah,
I'll back you up on that. Bronson Hunt, Andy Lee of Hamish and Andy fame has said that he only uses 2 pieces of toilet paper per poo. How much do you boys use? I'm not only 2.
He's not the biggest man in the world, Andy, is he?
Yeah, but if you've had
He must have a pristine.
I don't.
He must have a pristine diet.
Yeah, he must,
just snaps those one white wonders off.
I think it's quite sad that someone's limiting their just. You use what you use, right? Like
he's not missing a penny. Like, he can afford more toilet paper.
And then they become obsessed with it.
And maybe he's got OCD. That is disgusting.
That is a bit weird to only use 2.
Things that require a lot more than 2.
How good's a ghost one? No,
Yeah.
not a ghost. Where you don't even need it. Well, you have one, and then nothing to do.
You stand up and turn around.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of that, do you watch South Park?
Yeah. Well,
Have you seen the latest series?
Nah, not the latest.
There's one on like a Japanese toilet, and Randy gets one installed into his house. Very interesting. Ooh.
Yeah. Does he stand up to use that?
No, it basically washes it all for you. It's a bit like a toilet / bidet.
Yeah.
Toilet of the future. The bidet is have you ever used a bidet before?
Yeah, plenty of times. One of my first ever girlfriend's parents had one in their room. Used to go shit in their room just to use it.
Were they French?
Hey?
Were they Australian or?
Is the bidet the thing that sprays the water
Yeah.
onto the dot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they weren't. They just, I don't know. Her dad's a real tech savvy kind of guy and loves that stuff. And Nico, I told you Nico's got one. Seat warmer, bidet.
Oh, good. Learn something new every day. All right.
Is that clean water? Like, can you...
Well, you think about it, right? You really should use a bidet. Because if you put peanut butter on your arm, right, you wouldn't just use a bit of kitchen roll or a tissue to wipe it off, would you?
I don't know, but I don't shit peanut butter consistency.
Yeah, but
that's like...
Think about it, right? If you have peanut butter on your arm, you wouldn't just use it.
No,
you'd wet.
You'd spit
wipe
on
it off.
Yeah.
With water.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, well, I would use a bidet if I had one because they had that prostate nice, man. Feels good.
Well, put it this way. I think it's fair to say we both use more than 2. And to be honest, I'm not tracking it. I think it's an irrelevant thing to track. I don't understand why.
Ooh, 17 pieces today.
Ooh, how many pieces is that?
Nah, you're true.
All right, geez. Well, all the best this week against the Tigers, lad.
Thank you.
Great to see you guys winning again, and I hope it continues.
It's good.
And we'll get all the exclusives here on the Jam and Cheese show. You get the win, and then it's like, oh, you're versus South. And
then I'll go off next week after if we get the win.
That's it. All right, 1 week at a time. Don't forget.